Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanya Lady T, and today I wanted to talk about some nuggets of knowledge. And the nugget of knowledge I'm going to drop on you all today is about having your affairs in order. Are your affairs in order? You know, as a family, sometimes it's a touchy subject, and nobody really wants to talk about it, and nobody really wants to get into the weeds of it. But it is a necessary thing that you sit your loved ones down, family members, whoever, and you all need to have the conversation. I know a few of you had reached out to me when I was sharing with you earlier in the year. We had a family member, my aunt's husband passed, and we've been through this before, unfortunately, as a family, but it is a part of life. Death is a part of life. And although it may be painful, there are still some things that we have to do as a family, those who are still here amongst the living, in order to help uh, loved ones, friends, family get through the bereavement process. And so I thought it important to take the time out to just give you all some nuggets of what to do when you don't know what to do. And like I said, we've been through this unfortunately too many times that I'd like to count. But again, it's something that I feel is necessary, and I just want to share this with you. There's going to come a time, unfortunately, where someone, one of your loved ones, a friend, but specifically your family, you're going to face, they're going to face death, and for you, whoever that is, are going to be left to handle, assist, get involved with the burial, the homegoing arrangements for that particular loved one. And we know that some people just do not want to talk about it. They wait till that time comes and then they jump in where they need to. But again, as I stated before, death is a part of life. And some nuggets that we all can take away from. And you can go into any funeral home right now today. You can Google, go to your bank, wherever. But specifically, what's going to happen when a loved one dies unexpectedly? There are some family members, they don't know the first place to look. So some nuggets, some wisdom for anyone that they can that you can take away from. Just get a simple sheet and a piece of paper and list all your information, financial, account numbers, anything and everything that's applicable to you and your finances. Put all that stuff down on a piece of paper, or put it all in one place. So when the inevitable happens, you can say to that said loved member while they're living, say, okay, look, if anything happens to me and your dad, you have to talk to your children when they get to a good age to understand all of that. Go to this drawer and everything will be there that you need. Insurance, your bank accounts. And then again, going through each of your financials, whether it be utilities, any type of debt that you have all that stuff in one place. So when you're going through the process, it's much easier because the grief is going to so overtake you, your brain is not going to be where it can think of all those things. You're just going to be going through some stuff. So the best thing to do is to have all that kind of stuff in one place. Write down who your financial institution is. Put the bank account numbers, the number, and as the years progress, if you have to make some changes to that information, do so. Find out and make sure if you've got some money in your bank that there's a benefactor, whether it's your one child or however many children, a cousin or whoever. Write down where you want your belongings to go to. And again, you can call up your bank. Most banks have a list that you just plug in that information. If you've got somebody maybe perhaps outside of your family that can put their hand on that type of information, and that way when something does happen, you can go there. Your children can go there. You as parents will know where to go. But it's the not knowing. It's the questions that come in. And a lot of people are just not prepared because, no one knows the day or the hour. Some of us may be prepared and some may not. But having that information, have it in one spot. And then that way, if you are people or you have family members that they just don't like to talk about it, you can at least say, okay, I understand you don't want to talk about it. I understand that it's very touchy and sensitive. A lot of people can't handle that type of information. But at least whoever the matriarch of the family is, whoever, be able to put your hands on all that information. So if somebody has to call the light person, the electric company, the gas company, the car, all that stuff is in one spot, and that way they can, whoever's designated to give all these people a call and let them know what has happened, you all have all that information in one spot. And that way, those of us who are left that has to lend a helping hand to make those phone calls, because I'm telling you, when you go through that process, there's so much that has to be done. So the best thing that you can do for your family, you may die and have plenty of money that buries you, that take care of your family, but nobody knows where to look. So again, as a family, for those of you who know and understand that these things are necessary, contact your bank. A lot of banks has a flow chart. In the event of an emergency, contact this person, and you have all your information lined up. And sometimes, like I said, go into your financial institutions. A lot of this stuff, services, it may be at no cost to you because you bank with that bank. And again, go to any funeral home or go online and say, okay, here's a form, or you can make up your own form. List all of your accounts. See your 401k, all of that, even on your job. If you've got, bi-weekly fees coming out of your check per month for life insurance, for, double indemnity and all that kind of stuff, make sure that you have who you want listed as the benefactor. You can split it. Okay, I want, if I leave before my parents, daddy gets 50, mama gets 50. If I've got children, okay, 80% go to my children, 20%, 10% go to dad, 10% go to mom. If you've got, again, grown children. Again, all that stuff is there so that you can plug it in. And again, as times change, as your decisions and about who you want to get the lamp over there, if all that changes, then you've got it written out explicitly to go where it needs to go. But the main thing where people, and like I said, you talk to most people who are in the funeral home business, they'll tell you a lot of people are just not prepared. They don't even know where to look to see if there was any policy out on Uncle Joe or Mama and all them, because people just don't talk about it. So again, get with your loved ones and say, hey, Mom, Dad, or sit your grown children down and say, hey, listen, this is where our stuff is. You only need to go in here whenever it's needed. It's in this top drawer. It's over here under grandmama's favorite punch bowl in the curio cabinet. Again, just have things that you can put, so anybody that needs it at the time, all they got to do is grab it. So it's not about being too sensitive to talk about things. It's being able to equip your family members with that important information at the time of the inevitable. But we know it is going to happen. So again, it's about having your affairs in order, making sure that everybody knows where to go and look when that time does come. And I tell you, it'll give you such a peace, even though, like I said, we all want to live as long as we can, right? But it will give you a peace of mind knowing, okay, I have got this information, and my family members are going to be going through enough. So at least That's the gift I can also leave them. That memory. Okay, you know what? Guess what? She might have been messy when she was here, but daggone it, she had her stuff together, and all we had to do was go pull that envelope. So again, as a reminder, get your financial stuff wrote down. Any type of debts. I know at time of death, a lot of people, they'll put an ad in the paper and let it be known. And all that's covered under certain packages at funeral homes. But again, if you don't have money to do all of that, then have all your stuff listed down. Any debtors, anything that you know that you're paying out financially. And again, the main thing is putting it in a good place, in a safe place, where if something happens, they can put their hand on it without any problem. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. And again, your banking institutions have great tools and great literature and great forms for all that kind of stuff. You just got to go in there and ask for it. And like I said, a lot of times that stuff is free. It's a benefit for you being a consumer and a customer there. Amen. All right. I hope this was helpful to y'all. And again, this is a video a day in May. Thank y'all. Love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all.